Okay, today we are in one of the most affordable, high quality semi-custom builds in the foothills in the top suburb of Boise. We're gonna tour this home, but we're also gonna go over the community, why it's such a good area. We're gonna talk about the foothills, how there's a park in this community, the amenities of this community. There's a golf course just right down the road. You're living in the foothills. We can literally see the foothills from where we're standing right now, and you don't find this very often. It's one of the big reasons this is a top suburb, and this is actually the only home that we can tour because Star, where we're at right now, it's growing so fast. They don't have any other move-in ready homes available at this moment, but you can still build in this community, and they have some coming up in January. But it just shows how popular this community is. You have the Boise River just right down the street. And this community, Trident Ridge, is one of my favorite builders. I'm building with this builder, me and my wife, in Kuna. So let's go take a look at this model home. We're gonna go over the area, why it's so popular, and I'm gonna walk you through what it's like to build with this builder and why it's such an affordable option that you can't find almost anywhere else in the Boise area. Okay, stepping into this model home. So this floor plan will be called the Orchard. They have quite a few different floor plans, but here in Trident Ridge, they only go as far down as the Edgewood, which is a 1,400 square foot home, and that's actually what me and my wife are building too. And that's the smallest floor plan in here. And this is, like I said, this is a luxury of Hayden. So they have different sections of communities. They have luxury, distinguished, and then they have their base model. And with luxury, we'll talk about as we go through what that comes with, because it comes with quite a few more upgrades than you see in their standard communities. But right here off the front of the Orchard, you have a full-size bath with a tub and a shower. You have your standard vanity. You can always upgrade to granite countertops or quartz countertops. And we'll talk about that as we get towards the end. I want to sit down and show you guys what the process is like with Hayden and show you kind of what this community is about, what it offers, price points, because we are in a more affordable section, especially in the foothills in Star. This is your more affordable semi-custom, and Hayden is an amazing builder. There's a reason that me and my wife are building with them. You have this spare bedroom / you could turn this into an office right off the front door. And it's a good size spare bedroom, so a little bit bigger than some of the other more affordable homes you might see that get a little bit smaller. You have your standard closet in the front. And the first thing is that you'll see is these baseboards, this nicer trim with a little bit accents to give you that luxury look. In a luxury community like this one, that comes standard with your home, so you don't have to pay to upgrade it like you do in some of their other communities. And then right here, this is an upgrade option to turn this into an office space with these swinging doors. And this is where we'll sit down and I'll show you guys kind of some of the options. But you can't have this just be a standard secondary spare bedroom up in the front, and it would have a standard closet, but upgraded, this is what it looks like. It's more of an office space, and again, a good sized room. And then heading into the living area, you have some extra storage space right here in the hallway. And one of the things about Hayden that you'll notice is how wide their hallways are. They're 6 feet wide, so wider than your standard, especially in the more affordable options. And then coming off into the living area, you have a nice open floor plan. You can upgrade to a fireplace right here. And Hayden is known for their single stories having these big open vaulted ceilings, which is one of my favorite features of Hayden homes in particular. Another thing with the luxury communities like Trident Ridge that we're in right now is granite countertops. Granite countertops come standard with your home, so you don't have to upgrade to the granite. You can upgrade to the quartz, but that's nice to know that that just comes with your home. Then you have a more designated dining area, so you can fit a circle table in here. You have some sliding glass doors out to your covered patio. You have the bigger windows with that upgraded trim that we talked about. That comes with these homes to let in natural light here in the dining area. And then a covered patio which is an upgrade in a lot of houses. And then the backyard in the luxury communities, it comes with the home. So backyard and front yard landscaping comes with all of your homes built out here, which is something that usually you have to pay for. And that's usually right around $5,000 to $7,000 depending on the backyard. Once you get the sod, the rock, and the landscaping, the sprinklers and the fencing. So that comes standard. And then right here in the kitchen, you have obviously your rock countertops. You have tons of storage space with the cabinetry. So in the island, you have a ton in here. And then you have this little extra nook over here that I really love about the orchard. You have a little bit of a wine bar area where you can put wine glasses, have your wine. And then it also gives you extra storage over here that you just don't get, especially in the Edgewood, which is one of the ones just under the orchard. And if you're ever looking at Hayden homes and you want to know how big a house is, alphabetical order. So the orchard, the Edgewood, they have the snow brush, alphabetical order. The closer you get to Z, the bigger the floor plan is. And then here's your walk-in pantry, which this is why the orchard is a nice one, is because the Edgewood doesn't have this walk-in pantry. So this is one of the first floor plans that starts getting you into the walk-in pantry, the bigger kitchen area, a little bit more room. We're right around the 1,700 square foot range in the orchard. And then right off of this little wine bar area is where your laundry room would be. And it's a really good sized laundry room. You also get the cabinet space in here to give you that extra storage. And where we're at in Star, so Star, Trident Ridge, one of the big things about this community is we're in the foothills, obviously. It's one of the reasons I wanted to come out here is you can live in the foothills in one of the top suburbs of Boise and have an affordable price with still getting the custom home and the high quality build. So homes in Trident Ridge are gonna start at $405 with that Edgewood floor plan, which is something that is super hard to find here out here in Star, because the median home value out here is around 600, 650,000. So it gets a lot more expensive once you get into Star versus a Meridian or a Cuna or a Nampa. And you can still get really affordable prices. $405 for an Edgewood out here in Star is a really good price. I actually think that they probably could bump that up. So it's a good deal to get out here. And with Trident Ridge, this community is 5 years old, so they're coming to the end of building it. They only have around 40 more lots. And right now they currently only have about 10 available. Some of those have 3-car garage options. There's only one that you could actually put an RV garage, and the ones that are available right now are in a cul-de-sac and up against the foothills. So you're actually up, you don't have any neighbors in your back. It's just right there along the foothills. We're super close to the BLM land here out in Star. It's right around the corner. You can drive to the BLM land, you can go shoot your guns, drive your ATV, drive your motorcycles, and that's one of the big draws of Star. Another popular thing about Star is we have the Boise River just a couple miles down the road. So you have Freedom Park there, which has ponds, so you can go fishing, you can ride your paddleboard, you can go kayaking. They have beaches there to just hang out. And then you also have the green belt along the Boise River. A ton of people in the summer just go hang out along the Boise River. They'll put their lawn chairs in the river, hang out, drink a beer, drink a Coke, hang out with the kids. There's a rope swing. And you don't get the Boise River in many of the suburbs of Boise. You only get it in Star, Eagle, and then of course Boise. And so that's a reason why Star is so popular, is because of the Boise River, because of the foothills. And here in Trident Ridge, you get both of those, but for a more affordable price. I know we've looked at other Toll Brother communities in Star, and it's just a little bit higher price point than you get in a community like this with Hayden Homes, but you still get the semi-custom build. And Hayden's a more local builder, so they started out in Oregon, and so they build in Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Washington, and then I think one other state. So it's a little bit more local, whereas Toll Brothers is nationwide. But then right here off the living area, so you had the 2 spare bedrooms up front, and then the master will be off on its own here, right off the living area. This is where your living area will be, so the open concept. I like the fireplace mantle, but when you build with Hayden, you can obviously choose kind of the finishes you want, which we'll talk about here at the end. And then heading from the living area, we'll head into the master. And again, these vaulted ceilings is just one of my favorite parts with the wide hallways. And then the other thing is the LVP flooring in the kitchen comes standard with these luxury communities, whereas that doesn't come with some of the other Hayden communities in the valley that we'll talk about. And then these lever doors also comes with the luxury communities. But here's your master. So good sized master bedroom. It's going to be bigger than some of their smaller floor plans, bigger than some of the other homes you might see comparable in the area that would be a little bit more expensive. So really good sized master bedroom. They always have the bigger windows, even in this affordable price point. And then heading into the master, and here is another part of the orchard floor plan that is just a little bit step up from their more affordable one in the Edgewood is you get a bathtub and you get a walk-in shower. So their Edgewood doesn't have the bathtub, it just gives you either a tub shower option or a walk-in shower. And then you have the dual vanities in here with the room for the toilet. And then of course you have an oversized or just a good sized walk-in closet. And now as we head into that office space, I want to walk you guys through how Hayden works, the price point that this orchard is at, and then we'll kind of give you an idea of more of the area, more of the community, the amenities that come with this, to give you guys all of the things you need to know about Hayden Homes and Star and why this really is a great affordable option for a high quality semi-custom build. Okay, now this is where you guys will sit down if you ever build with Hayden and you pick some of your upgrade options, and we're gonna go through just a few of them to give you guys an idea of what it's like to pick with Hayden. They make it super simple, so it's not full custom, you don't get overwhelmed. They make it really something that is manageable and easy. But if you guys have any questions on Hayden Homes, not only do they have this community out in Star, but they have one in Kuna, which is where me and my wife are building. They have a couple in Nampa. They have some in Meridian. So definitely check out those and reach out and shoot me a text, shoot me a call if you guys have any questions. I'm here to help, and reach out if you have questions just moving to Boise as well. So I love when you guys reach out. It gives you guys a resource to ask any personalized questions you have, and know that I answer the texts, I answer the calls, I show you the homes, I show you the area. I don't pass you guys off to any other agents. If you guys watch these videos, then you deserve to have me as your agent. So if you reach out, you get me. And then if you guys could subscribe to the channel, it really does help me out. And it also helps you not miss any videos. So hit the subscribe button down below and help me and help you not miss any of those videos. I would really appreciate it. But going a little bit over what Hayden's like, and then we'll continue on about what Star is, how close we are. There's a golf course just a mile away. There's a new sports complex and huge park that's being built just right down the road that'll give you more access to the BLM land. So there's a lot of new things coming into this area of Star. But when you build with Hayden, this is what you guys will see. And usually they have 3 and 3. So there's the base model, there's the mid-tier, and then there's the luxury of all of their different options. And then for each of those, they usually have about 3 different color choices or combinations. So you have 3 different cabinet options, and then for each cabinet option, you usually have about 3 different color options. Same thing with backsplash. You have 3 upgrade options for backsplash, and then for each of those, you have 3 different color options. And then the same thing goes with flooring. So we're in a luxury community, so you have the linoleum vinyl plank, which is that, hardwood flooring that's linoleum, but it's waterproof. It's super easy to maintain. You get 3 different options, color options for that. And then you can go all the way down to just a laminate sheet flooring or a vinyl sheet flooring. And the same thing goes for your granite and your quartz countertops. You have different options for the granite and different options for the quartz. So they make it super simple. And then they also have quite a few other upgrade options. In the non-luxury, you can upgrade to this base trim, this little bit nicer luxury baseboard option, which in this one just comes standard, but in the other communities it doesn't. You can upgrade to gas fireplaces or stovetops, you can upgrade fireplaces, you can upgrade covered patios. So it makes it a little bit more simple, whereas with people like Tresidio or Toll Brothers, it's almost a full custom. So it can be a little bit overwhelming. There's so many options, and that can be a little bit more of a headache than just having these simple floor plan or custom options. And then a little bit more about Star before we go over the price of this home and kind of the prices in this area is Star, we're close to the Boise River, like I mentioned, but then you have a Ridley's and an Albertsons out here in Star. Your Costco is going to be in Meridian. There's a Fred Meyer and a Winco and restaurants there. That's going to be about 15-20 minutes depending on traffic. And with Star, it's been growing so much. It's grown at 80% in the last couple of years, which is almost 4 times the growth rate than the other suburbs in Boise. It's caused some traffic problems in Star. So even though we're in a small town with family-friendly, more conservative views, and you obviously have kind of the smaller town feel, there's literally cows in a field in this neighborhood that you can see as you're driving through the community. It's more busy because of this growth. They haven't kept up with the infrastructure. So you do get a lot of traffic in Star, where there's 20,000 people here, you have 40,000 in Kuna, but Kuna feels smaller because they've done a better job of planning for the growth. so there's not quite as much traffic. It doesn't feel as congested. So it's definitely something to know about Star. But here in Trident Ridge, getting the foothills, having the access into Meridian if you want to. Boise is gonna be about 45 minutes to an hour depending on traffic, and getting out of Star is the hard part. But having everything that you have in Trident Ridge is just really an awesome option. You can't get the foothills everywhere. You can't get the Boise River everywhere. And this home right now, the Orchard, depending on what upgrade options you choose, it's gonna be right around the $450,000 price point. And in Star, there's literally no homes under 400,000, even resale homes. So for new construction, to be able to get into a home like this at 450,000 or the Edgewood at 405,000 is a really good option that's more affordable. And then they of course have bigger options. You can get all the way up to 3,000 square foot in Trident Ridge. So they have a ton of options. But if you guys were interested in these homes and Hayden homes, but maybe Star's not for you, or you want something that's even more affordable, check out this video here where I go through a community that has the most affordable new construction in all of Boise, and it's also a Hayden home builder. So check that video out. I thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support, and I look forward to meeting you guys in person.